I'm Alfred Darnell, and I'm a lecturer in political science at Washington University, and I also teach in American Culture Studies. So my favorite book in American Culture Studies and Understanding the American Experience is asking that question is actually kind of difficult for me to answer, because for me there are so many books have been read, so many yet to read, and as a result, I don't really have a favorite book. I have books that I really appreciate and use while I'm teaching, and I'm going to reference a couple of those, particularly in relation to this particular topic. And the first is a book by David Halberstam called All of the Children. And it's an account that I use in my civil rights class, in which the book highlights the lives of around 12 political activists over the course of nearly 10 years, from roughly 1955 to 1965. And what we get out of this book is this wonderful image and presentation of individuals' lives, experiences, and the extent to which they're woven to a particular period in time, to a particular set of events. So that ideally, in this kind of narrative, you get something that's really illustrative of the degree to which everyday life and the actions of everyday people end up becoming fully integrated into the events of the time. The other thing that's really striking about this particular book is it gives us a very down-to-earth view and image of people who are engaged in political movements and are deeply invested in them. And we get a real sense of the cost to them as individuals and how it affects them over the course of their lives. And it's particularly intriguing because we see the individual investment and cost, but it has such a powerful impact on what transpires in the United States ever since. So that the book itself gives us this really marvelous view. A similar book, yet not about people, is one by Vann Woodward called The Strange Career of Jim Crow. And it gives us a history of Jim Crow, but of course Jim Crow isn't a person. Jim Crow is a web of laws and normative practices that created segregation in the United States today. And I like this book, and I use it regularly because it helps us understand the origins of segregation in the US, because something that started in the 1870s, post-Civil War era, is prevalent and ever so present today. So he provides us a really strong foundation for understanding where segregation came from, so we get a better idea on how to go about advancing our escape from it. And those are two prominent books that I use constantly throughout my teaching.